Hello everyone, yours truly Chrislevi13, and as the title of this very video says, I want to talk to each and every single one of you all that are part of the Vault Squad about my love for Xbox Game Pass and why I'm such a fan of this service. Plus, it was just announced that those rumors we've been hearing for a long while about it coming to PC, well, it's true. With 100 plus titles, Xbox Game Pass will be coming to PC. So I'm going to dive right into it, talk about it from my point of view and all that jazz. So sit back, relax, hopefully you'll enjoy this video, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so we can contact yours truly. So, what is Xbox Game Pass? Because to talk about this and why I love it, I want to explain to everybody out there that may or may not know, what is Xbox Game Pass? Well, Xbox Game Pass has been described as the Hulu, the Netflix of gaming when it comes to the Xbox platform. How you get a service and you get 100 plus games that come in each month, and a few games will go out from time to time and be took away from the service. But basically, essentially, the service, you pay the same price you pay for Netflix or Hulu, like $10 a month, and you basically get all these games, and you can download them straight to your external hard drive or to the console itself, like you have the original Xbox, the Xbox One S, the Xbox One X, and play those games anytime you want, as long as it's available in the service, which is very, very cool. You know, for $10 a month, you can beat, if you have an Xbox, getting 100 plus titles, because it has new titles, has indie titles, has a whole bunch of things. Because I'll show you right here some of the stuff that it actually has. If you click right, if I click right here, and I'll actually open it up and actually move me so I'm not covered up by it. If you look at it right here, you'll see they just put Dead by Daylight on here. They got all this, but let's just go to show off, just real quick. Show off. Look at all this. You've got Absolver, Aftercharge, Mayhem, Agents of Mayhem. You got Xbox 360 games, Banjo-Kazooie. You got all this. Got this Badlands. Got Darksiders 2. Got all these different games on here. Doom. That is the 2016 Doom, the really, really good one. You got Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fable, Fable 2, Fable 3. You've got Gears of War. You've got all the Gears of War games on here. You got all the Halo games on here. You've got Hue, which is a really cool indie game. You got Joe Danger. You got all these different things. You got a game that came out like there, Just Cause 4. You got Life is Strange. You know, see, right there. You know, and it's really, really cool. You know, got all these different things on here. I even got original Xbox games on here, and it's just a really, really, really robust and good service. They're cool. And it's like, even if you're like on your Xbox and you want to search it up, hey, do I want to search up over something? Platformers, family-friendly, indie, classics, action-adventure, shooters, fighting, sports, and racing. And it's really, really cool to have a feature like that, you know, on your Xbox to be able to do this. You know, and I'm really a fan behind it, because if you buy a console, straight up, you buy it $300, $400, whatever the price of the console is, you buy that. Usually most people can get 1-2 games with their console, right? Well, it's like me when I bought my Nintendo Switch. I could only get 2 games. When I bought my Xbox, all I had was the game that came with my Xbox for a good bit there. But now you're able to buy a console, and then you can pay $10 more a month, and you have Xbox Game Pass. And if you have decent internet that can get you these games downloaded, cool, great, grand. I'm just situating myself in the chair. You know, and you can get this right here, and that basically says, oh, I got a console with 1 game, right? No, I've got 101 games. Over 101 games, because of how many games are on Xbox Game Pass service. And it's not just, and what's cool about it is it's first party titles. It's not just, oh, a bunch of older games on here. They have original Xbox games, Xbox 360, they have good indie titles, third party titles, all this good stuff bunched in here each and every month for you to pay $10 a month and be able to have access to them. And that's really, really cool, and I'm a fan of it, and I think it's one of the best services in them, because it was a service that was made to compete with PlayStation Now service, which I don't never played PlayStation Now, but from what I get, PlayStation Now service is even more like Netflix, even more like Hulu, because Hulu, you don't keep none of that stuff. Netflix, you don't keep none of that stuff. You can't download any of it. It basically streams it. And basically what PlayStation Now is, basically, hey, you can stream these games straight to your PlayStation and be able to play them. Now they do have certain titles that they have recently put where you can download some of them, I believe. But most of them are still, hey, you're streaming it. I mean, if you don't have good internet, you can't stream it. But with Xbox Game Pass, even if you don't have good internet, you just let it be overnight, your Xbox be on overnight, You download the game straight to it, and then the next morning or next day you get up and you go to play your Xbox, and the game's there. I had to do that when I lived in the old house, time and time again. And I'm a big fan of Xbox Game Pass, you know. So I'm gonna take that off the screen, get back in the middle, and with it coming to PC, it's even cool. So hopefully when it comes to PC, if you've already got Xbox Game Pass, like everything is like they're Play Anywhere titles, where you can play it on PC or on the home console. And basically they do is all the titles in this thing, so you can play it in. So it's like a Play Anywhere title where all your data, your stuff is transferable. It's like, hey, you played Dead Daylight on your Xbox for 5 hours, but now you're on a trip and you only have a PC and you don't have the Xbox and you still want to play it, but you have a powerful PC and you want to play with your friends. If you sign into it through Xbox Live or something, it's all transferable, and that'd be really, really cool and make it even better than ever, you know. And Xbox Game Pass coming to PC, I feel like, hey, you put it out there for $10 a month and you combine it with some other things that Xbox does, it's going to be really cool, because I feel like Xbox Game Pass is going to be around for a long, long time, because I feel like with us going into an all-digital future, us going to a streaming-based future, because physical media is still going to be there in some shape or form. Always. Physical media is going to be there in some shape or form. Somebody's going to want to go out there and make physical media. That's why there's people like Super Rare Games and Limited Run making these digital games physical and all that jazz. But I feel like with this right here, when it was Xbox brand, just talk about the Xbox brand. I'm not going to put the other brands out there right now. Well, you talk about just the Xbox brand. They're going to win xCloud, I believe it is, and they're trying to get their platform on everywhere to where you can stream, whether it be on a tablet, your phone, or wherever it is. If you've got this, they'll sit there and give you controls. They'll pop up on the screen for you to be able to play games, but also they'll give you adapters to make your controllers work and all this other stuff, so that you can play your games anywhere. So if you want to play an Xbox game in the future when xCloud's released, you can play it on your PC. You can play it on your TV if you have the right stuff. You can play it here, there, the other place. And that's really, really cool. And I feel like wherever xCloud goes, they'll also have Game Pass come right after, because Game Pass is like, oh, well, I can play all these games here and here that I purchased on Xbox, but then they're like, well, if you have Game Pass with it, then bam, you get all these other games here as well, and it gives you a whole bam. It's like xCloud on my computer. Well, cool. But I don't have a lot of Xbox games. Well, they're like, hey, you do get Game Pass and you have 100+ games. Same thing on your phone, wherever it is, and that's really, really cool, you know. So I'm a big fan of Game Pass, and if you've got an Xbox, you've got a PC, whenever it comes out, I think everybody should give this a chance, because man, you can't beat having this. You have, I'm gonna go to the most pop. I'll show you right here. You can't beat this when you go to the most popular titles, right? You can't beat having Forza Horizon 4. It's a phenomenal game, one of the best racing games last year, if not the best. You got Minecraft. Now it's not everybody's taste, but you still got Rocket League, Sea of Thieves, which is a way better game than it initially released over a year ago. You got Mortal Kombat X, which even though you don't, 11 just released, X is still a decent game. You got Dead by Daylight. You got a game that just released, Void Bastion. You got PlayerUnknown's Unknown. You got all the Halo games, all the Gears of War games. You got Batman, Lego Batman 3. You got Wolfenstein 2, which came out last year. Great game. Sniper Elite 4. You got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Resident Evil 5. All these games right here that are great A games for you to play, you know. And if you have an Xbox, you have this opportunity to get this service, and you don't, then man, what are you losing? $10 a month. If you have money to pay and buy several games a month, you have money to buy $10 a month and have this service and play all these games. Because some of these games, maybe you didn't get a chance to play them when they initially released. You know, like Monster Hunter World or Mortal Kombat X, maybe or Ark Survive Evolved, or maybe the Just Cause 4 or 3, and maybe you want to dive into them now, years later, and you're able to at the ease of having $10 a month, you know, just like you're doing with your Netflix, just like you're doing with your Hulu, just like you're doing with your WWE network, and so on and so forth, because that's what we're getting in the world. It's basically with cable and regular TV going the wayside, even though there still be all those channels, there still be DirecTV and the Dish and all of that, with that stuff going not being as traditional, and most people not having that most people getting their news from the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the Twitters, and what's out there on YouTube. Xbox Game Pass will be just like any other, when you go buy one of those services. You buy, hey, your subscription for YouTube Premium month, or this Premium month, or this. It's just like that. And Xbox Game Pass is really, really cool. I'm a big fan of it, and I think you all should check it out. Anyway, I've been Chrislevi13, and time to time, in addition to my live streams, which will be 3 or more times a week, in addition to my shoutouts to Chrislevi13, which will be here and there, several times a month. Obviously, I'll do a handful of them. You know, I will do videos on gaming topics. Now, it won't be every gaming topic. There may be weeks that I don't do no videos on gaming other than my live streams and shoutouts. But if there's something that's gaming-wise, why it's a trouble that I want to react to, and I feel like, hey, I want to react to it and talk about this because it's a game that I'm probably going to buy or something really, really interesting, then I will do it. If there's something in the gaming news like this that I want to talk about, I'm going to sit there and put my opinions on it. Now, my opinions may not be the most in-depth, most detailed opinions, but it's my opinions out there for the general public to see a regular person that does gaming, does YouTube, and puts his voice out there for the world to hear. Anyway, I'm Chrislevi13. I'll see you all later. Stay awesome!